This is level -1. Level -1 is an enigmatic level below level 0. And it's an infinite hallway with doors on either side. But before we move on to where these doors lead to, first let's talk about some of the other properties of level -1. So first of all, to enter this level, all anyone needs to do is break through the walls of level 0, the first level. Or you can no-clip through a dark region on the walls of level 0, both of which will lead you to level -1. And inside of level -1, the usual fluorescent hum buzz noise is not present. Instead, relaxing piano music can be heard coming from the distance. No one knows where this music comes from, by the way. All anyone knows is that it's present throughout this level. It will get louder the further down someone goes to level -1. Also, it's not advisable to stay on this level for too long, because if someone spends too much time on this level, they will start to see some crazy things. And what are these crazy things? Well, it's said that people who spend too much time on this level will start to see static in their field of vision. Something like this. We don't see that in the video because it's being recorded by a camera and this does not seem to affect cameras. Anyways, after the static shows up in one's field of vision, immediately after, they'll start hearing sounds of old advertisements from the early 1900s. And after this, whoever's trapped on the level will start to see individuals, or entities more likely, that are dressed in old business suits. And then these entities dressed in old business suits will start talking in some kind of non-human sounds. Point is, don't stay on this level for too long. Our cameraman doesn't stick around on level -1 long enough for any of that to happen, because he's got places to be. And what are these places? Well, you see the doors on level -1 can lead to 4 different places. They could lead to level 0, level -2, level 2, or the whiteout. And it is to this last place that the cameraman is going. And right here we see the cameraman open a door, walk through a small hallway, and end up on level whiteout. So, whiteout is also an enigmatic level. It's described in its documentation as a safe level, and it's completely devoid of entities apparently. So there won't be any entities sneaking up on the cameraman in this video, luckily. So the reason this level is called the whiteout is, as you can see, the level completely lacks any texture and everything looks the same shade of white, which makes navigation difficult. It's also similar to Kitty's house, level 974, because the whiteout level also resembles a house at times. And that's kind of what we're seeing here, I guess. Except most houses don't have hallways this long, I think. I'm not sure. So another important thing that anyone who ends up on this level needs to keep in mind is that the door that they use to enter whiteout from level -1 will randomly disappear, and then they'll be trapped in whiteout. And for this reason, it is recommended that explorers not stay on whiteout for too long, because if they do, the door will disappear and then they will need to find a different exit, which can be difficult. Also, if someone were to get trapped on this level, they'll need to find an exit quick, and that's because hunger and thirst are real risks on this level. You see, in a lot of other backrooms levels, hunger and thirst immediately disappear when someone enters there, but that is not the case with whiteout, and if you go too long without eating or drinking, you will end up leaving the backrooms as a soul, so it's best to avoid that. But that's really the only danger on the whiteout level, because like I said before, there are no entities on this level. Well, no hostile entities anyway. You see, sometimes it is said that a humanoid figure can be seen on this level. And this unknown entity has been seen facing through the walls of this level, rearranging things in the level, and a whole bunch of other crazy things. And it is also said that this entity is impervious to physical contact. I wonder who tested that. But the good news is that this entity is probably not hostile, and there's even an audio recording of a Meg operative talking to this entity. Here, take a listen.
What are you? What are you?
I am whatever you think I could be.
And after that, the entity is said to have immediately vanished. And also, photos and videos taken of this entity always seem to somehow be damaged, so no one really knows what the entity looks like. So basically, not much is known about the entity, but there is a code name for this entity, and that would be the Maker. Yeah, this entity is called the Maker. And why is it called that? I have no clue. So this is later on in the video, and as you can see, the cameraman is now in a different section of whiteout. So as the cameraman is walking down this hallway, let me ask you something. Which level would you like to see the cameraman explore in future videos? I have a few ideas, but if you got the time, do let me know which level you would like to see covered in the comments below, and also briefly describe it if you got the time. So yeah, thank you for that in advance. Alright, so this right here is new. It seems right here our cameraman has found an exit to reality. Now, exit from the back rooms to the front rooms, which is what reality is called in the backrooms wiki page, do exist in many levels. But Whiteout is not a level known to have an exit, so this whole place that the cameraman has ran into seems a bit odd compared to the rest of the level. These houses look pretty tiny though. I wonder if anyone could live here. Oh, and right here in the video, yeah, the cameraman heard something and starts looking around. As for what caused that noise, it could be that maker entity, or maybe the cameraman was hallucinating. Oh wait, then we wouldn't hear that in the recording. I feel like I just tried to take a screenshot on a cracked phone to show someone that my phone was cracked. So let's just pretend I never said that. Anyways, the area ahead seems to be a foggy, hilly region. Now, what level looks like that? Well, level 94, or was it 97? The Animated Kingdom. It's a level known for its green, grassy hills, but on that level everything looks super smooth and stuff, and over here it looks actually like reality. But there are also plenty of levels that resemble reality. The main such level that comes to mind would be level 11. But level 11 is described as an infinite cityscape, and it's not known if that level has places that are not covered in buildings. So it's probably not level 11 that the cameraman is looking at. And then there's level 129. 129 is an infinite forest with nothing but trees covering the whole level. But 129 is always said to be covered in snow. And I don't think I see any snow in this footage. I could be wrong though, but it's unlikely that it's level 129 because the trees on 129 are described to be dark in color, and that's not the case here. So the only remaining level I can think of is level 989, aka the Death Jungle. And 989 is described as a level covered in forest like 129, but the trees look normal and there's always fog present in this forest level. So 989 perfectly fits the description of what I'm looking at right now. Or who knows, maybe it's a hologram and some entity is trying to mess with the cameraman. Actually, that's not true because we can hear the sounds of wind. But that could be fake too. We'll have a clear answer in a future video, but for now, look at this chair. Now, before I explain why I showed you this chair, are you into Star Wars? Because if you are, I'm trying to grow a Star Wars channel. It's called Quill Fiction and it's linked down in the description below, so if you got the time, do check out the channel, and if you like the videos, do consider subscribing. Now, onto this chair. So, I used to have a chair that looked just like this. That's it. Also, if you got the time, do check out my Patreon, and for $1 or more a month, you'll get early access to my videos, 1 day early, a shout out at the end of every video, like these awesome people, and access to behind the scenes stuff. So if any of that interests you, do check out my Patreon. It is linked down in the description below. Goodbye and have a good day.